Hi, hello. I am rereading The Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, and this is me giving my thoughts and reactions, and it's going to be a good time. And I cannot get 2 seconds into this book because, okay, this is my first time rereading it, okay? I read it for the first time, fan translation, in 2021 online. So, it's been a while. Wei Wuxian, you are so oblivious. Listen to this. A moment later, Lan Wangji said, "Do your best, but do not overexert." His voice was deep and captivating. If one stood close, it would make the heart flutter. And yeah, you've just crossed paths with Lan Wangji? Really? Are you sure it shouldn't say if Wei Wuxian stood close, it would make the heart flutter? Let's be real. Wei Wuxian is my Delulu queen. I love that for him. I cannot even get 2 pages in this book before I have another thing to say. So I'm on page 84. Just as he was thinking this, so he's thinking about the differences in teaching the juniors between Lan Wangji and Zheng. So he says, just as he was thinking this, he suddenly saw Lan Wangji give him a nod, curt and almost imperceptible. It made him unconsciously pause. Does Lan Wangji already know? Does he already know? I think he knows. Okay, so I think we're where Lan Wangji figured it out because he just used his flute and controlled a corpse with it. And I think it's 100%, this is where he figures it out. I think he was just being polite probably before then, but essentially he goes, when he turned around and looked, he, as in Wei Wuxian, was met squarely with Lan Wangji's eyes. Their color was so light, the man's gaze appeared frozen. Was so light, why are you noticing that? Are you gay? Sorry. Lan Wangji had Wei Wuxian firmly gripped in one hand, and he looked, so he grabs him. Well, there we go. We got this far into the book. That's pretty quick. He's like, oh yes, that's the love of my life right there. I know him. I forgot how tense this first interaction between all of them is, because clearly Lan Wangji has figured out that it's Wei Wuxian, and then Zheng shows up and he's like, oh, so you're back. First of all, that reaction, Zheng, you need to check yourself, okay? And then he's like, let me just whip you with this whip, and then nothing happens. And like, Wei Wuxian explains why, because he's not possessed, it's his body now. But still, I can only imagine how stressed Lan Wangji was, because like, imagine if Wei Wuxian was just possessing the body. Oh my gosh. And you know what I love? You know what I absolutely love? I love that this time, instead of like saying, come back to Gusu with me, Lan Wangji is like, no, you're coming back. I love when Zheng is still mad at him, he immediately hides behind Lan Wangji. And Lan Wangji's just like, yeah, try me. Like, he clearly knows by now. Okay, I cannot go 2 pages. So my favorite thing is like, he's like, oh, I'm gonna pretend to be, and so then Zheng is like, oh, what is your type? And Wei Wuxian's like, Lan Wangji? I mean, it is his type. And then immediately, Lan Wangji is like, I'm taking this person back to the Lan clan. The what? I love that Lan Wangji is immediately like, I'm taking this person back to the Lan clan. There's no choice. There's no come to Gusu with me, pretty please. It's, we're going back right now. Oh, listen, I get it though. Lan Wangji, you're so real for that.